Hey, it's time for the next Batman #1 review. Now, this story is entitled The Cat, and it is mostly a Robin story, which is really surprising in the first issue of Batman. And it seems more like a story that we would get later on down the line. So, this story takes more of a detective tone. Batman sends Robin to a yacht where this high society lady is having this big gathering and she has this very expensive necklace. It's very highly publicized, and Batman's like, hey, you should go stay on that yacht and make sure that nobody tries to steal the necklace. So Robin goes to do that. We are introduced to Mrs. Travers, who's a high society lady with the necklace, her nephew, who everybody just immediately says is sketchy with no evidence, and her nephew is introducing a Miss Peggs who sprained her ankle. We get a lot of detective hallmarks here. Robin picks up a note that he saw the nephew throwing off the boat, comes from a person known as the Cat. Very shortly after, Miss Travers says that her necklace has been stolen and that her private security guard has been knocked out. Continuing on with this story's breakneck speed, a group of criminals boards the boat, posing as the Coast Guard, and takes everybody hostage on the boat. They're looking for the necklace, but the necklace has already been stolen by the Cat. We get an action scene with Robin where he stops the criminals from shooting the passengers, and he calls Batman, who shows up to prove a point. Batman challenges the criminals to fight Robin one-on-one without their guns, and Robin, of course, kicks all of their asses because he's Robin. Batman asks if they want to do it again, and the criminals are terrified. And then Batman gives a little message to the kids reading the comic saying, well, kids, there's your proof. Crooks are yellow without their guns. Don't go around admiring them. Rather, do your best fighting them in all their kind. That's some pretty rich words from what I saw last story, Batman. Batman and Robin return to the passengers on the ship, and Batman snatches Miss Peg's wig, only to reveal that she is a young woman named Julia. Batman also takes out the nephew, who is also in on the robbery. Batman insists on taking the Cat in themselves, and then Batman deliberately lets her go. This is probably my favorite story in the book. It showcases not only Batman as a character, but especially showcases Robin, as most of the story centers around Dick Grayson. It's a very light introduction of the Cat, but it's a good introduction on who she is and how she operates, and the kind of dynamic that Robin, Batman, and the Cat have. I also like the detective tones. I'm always more of a Batman as a detective type of person rather than Batman as a fighter. So this is the kind of story that I really appreciate. Anyways, there is one issue left in Batman #1, 1940, and we'll see what it is next time.